Hi there, and welcome back to day 2 of this 10-day top-up for resilience. Really great to see you again, and I'm really curious to hear, how did you go? How did you go with getting a 10-minute practice in or mind training over the last 24 hours? And have you managed to connect with your intention for why you might even bother putting aside the time? Day 2, and we're going to dive in to the anatomy, the physiology of stress, and some really practical tips for how you can rebalance yourself quite quickly in the moment. So to do this, I'm just going to have a look at this nervous system. So you can see on the left-hand side, we have the first branch of our nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, which is really activated by stress. It's the kind of fight or flight part of our nervous system. It responds to threat. We have the second branch of our nervous system, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. And this is the part of our nervous system that really allows us to rest, to digest. And it's really the brake pedal of our body and nervous system. And so it allows us to slow down. So what's interesting about these two branches of the nervous system is that they are activated by different parts of the breath. So we particularly activate the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight, when we breathe in. And we activate the parasympathetic, particularly when we breathe out. So as we take longer, deeper out breaths, we actually allow ourselves to rest more and more. And how often you ever someone said to you, oh, look, just take a breath when you're really upset. And you might take a deep breath in. But what we're really doing as we do that is activating the fight or flight, right? What we really want to do is take a great sigh out. Have you ever noticed that when your body really needs to let go, you'll naturally sigh in a situation? And so that's what we're going to be focusing on in today. So what I'm going to invite you to do is start to notice, what are the signals for you that tell you you're starting to become overwhelmed or unbalanced? Is it a sense of kind of a heat in the body? It might be a beating of your chest, beating in your chest. It might be a sense of frustration. It might be thoughts of, oh, I just don't have this. Wherever you feel those sort of cues that stress is arising for you, I'd really like you to become really clear on those. And in the moment that you notice them, to stop and take just 3 deep breaths out. Whatever you're doing, whether you're still in the middle of needing to get something done, if you can take just 45 seconds to reset as you notice that escalation of stress and overwhelm, we can diffuse it in the moment so that it doesn't cascade. So the trick for this day is really to start to become aware of what are the stress cues for you, what are the situations in which you typically become overwhelmed. Can you keep an eye out for those? What does it feel like when it's escalating in your body? And then activate parasympathetic nervous system by using this strategy around releasing and relaxing. So even if we do it now, I'm going to invite you just to take 3 deeper, longer breaths all the way in and on, all the way out. And as you breathe out, as best you can, just release and relax. And on this next in-breath, check for any physical signs of stress. There might be tension in your body. It might be a beating of the heart. And again, as you breathe out, just relax and release. And on this third breath in, again, scanning for any areas. It might even be in your shoulders, perhaps a sense of just holding. And as you breathe out again, just let that go. That's the invitation for today, to take those 3 deeper, longer breaths out whenever you feel yourself being activated or escalating in a situation. So you can use this 45-second reset at any time. It might actually be really helpful to use it before you've got a really important meeting. It might be really helpful to use it throughout the day between meetings. If you're one of those people sitting on back-to-back Zooms all the time, taking 45 seconds to have a deliberate, longer out breath over 3 breaths is a great way to reset yourself throughout the day. Or if you're out and about, if you're in essential services, education, health, other environments, then finding ways, cues between transitions, things that you're moving from one activity to another, to use that time to reset can be really powerful. You might even need to put a little sticker somewhere near your environment to remind you to do it. You can also set the settings on the app, the Potential Project app, to notify you, to remind you throughout the day to just take a few deeper, longer breaths out. Good luck with it today. I look forward to checking with you tomorrow.